Hey everybody, Fat Magic here, and I have a lot of experience playing as the sniper, so I've decided to discuss which sniper primary is the best out of them all. Now let's start with the Hitman's Heatmaker. The obvious downside is the inability to one-shot, body shot any of the weaker classes in the game. Fully charged, it only does a sad 120 damage. Some notable exceptions are the Spy with the Kunai or the Big Earner. Now here's my issue with the Heatmaker. I think this is actually a downside too. As soon as you activate this ability, you might as well be ringing a dinner bell for the enemy team. Hey everyone, look at this big tracer that points to where I live, while also telling you that I'm staying scoped in so you can easily sneak around me and ruin my day. You are essentially a sitting duck in the middle of a pond, helpless and nowhere to hide. The only way I can safely use this is if I know that no one can sneak behind me. In general, it's not a good idea to be standing still as the sniper. Overall, even though the Hitman's Heatmaker can get the job done, I think other rifles can do it better. Now the Machina and its reskin have a much better trade-off for that tracer round. You're going to generally play a little more passive and hold angles if you want to take advantage of the upside. Now it's a little hard to pull off, but with a strong team to help defend you and a little persistence, you can make some push or even some game-ending plays. And regarding the downside of not being able to no-scope, personally I don't use it that often other than for buildings or if I'm retreating, but when you're using this weapon, you are going to be kind of far away anyways. Since you are far away, you have a lot of time to charge up your shot and take advantage of the damage bonus. While the weapon forces you to play a little differently, that doesn't make it bad at all, and for strong teams that push together or are tough to break through, the Machina is a strong choice. Alright, the classic. Now this is one of the dumbest weapons there is for sniper. But, that being said, it does have some uses. When you equip the classic, you're essentially playing sniper on hard mode. If you want a headshot, you have to go duck mode again, and it does less damage on body shots. But when you do get the charge, you have the rare opportunity to psychologically damage any opponent that crosses your crosshair instantly. When they are in pain, you can control the tides of battle.
They have like 3 snipers on top of the little barn. Kill those 3 snipers, please.
Yes, thank you. This is... Oh, Pyro going into red house. Ooh, dirty as hell, bro.
Thank you. Thanks for the revenge.
Can't handle the classic. The real power of this rifle is to entertain. You could do crazy things like this, or even this, or that. Hitting crazy headshots and nutty 180s will never bore me. Overall though, with the decreased body shot damage and the duck mode to headshot combo that you have to do to use this weapon properly, I cannot recommend this over the other rifles. Unless you're planning to mess around, of course. I love the Bazaar Bargain. You can become an absolute monster using this. This is another one of those downsides that I don't think is actually a downside in the grand scheme of things. Once you collect 2 headshot kills, the Bazaar Bargain just becomes the normal stock rifle. That means any more headshot kills after the first 2 is a direct upgrade to the stock. I find when I use this rifle, I play like the stock rifle, and as soon as I collect more heads, usually after 4 or 5, I kind of switch into playing like this speedy Machina kind of player. With max heads, it can charge so fast that I often am surprised that I'm killing people with 1 bullet instead of 2. The only downside I can foresee is if you're in a situation where you just spawned and you need to kill an overhealed heavy quickly. Because of the slow charge rate, you won't be able to. Overall though, I would say this is a top tier primary weapon. If you are new to sniper, the Sydney Sleeper is a good weapon to practice with. It charges faster and still applies the Jarate effect when you body shot. This can offer you a chance to play strategically with your team or your friends. For example, you can mark a strong player in the enemy team as your scout is running in, allowing him to get an easy kill. This little combo can even be pulled off by yourself if you have the SMG equipped, allowing you to deal with players who have little HP left after your first shot does most of the damage.
You have 5500, what are you doing?
So the Sydney Sleeper can work situationally and be good for practicing without feeling totally useless, but is outclassed by the much stronger primaries. Although, like the classic, psychological damage is quite strong with the Sleeper.
I'm sorry, mate.
Now the Huntsman is a beautiful piece of weaponry. It's completely different from every other primary. You charge up arrows and release a projectile with a hitbox the size of the moon. It doesn't take that long to charge, so you can deal this lunar damage pretty quickly. The two playstyles I'd recommend when equipping the Huntsman are either spamming this into long hallways and groups of opponents, or become the aggro god who leads the charge and hit people at melee range to instant kill them. Making this video, I'm starting to notice a theme of the sniper and his weapons causing distress amongst the opponents. This is another one of those weapons that causes that psychological damage I've been talking about. It's almost as if the class is designed with the sole intention of causing discourse. The funny downside of this weapon, though, is when you pin a ragdoll to the wall, you'll subconsciously shoot at it as if it were alive and not impaled. This is another situational weapon, but a ton of fun to use when wanting to mix things up. Now I could go on about the stock rifle, but I think this segment is better saved for the reskin. While fundamentally the same, the statistics don't take into account the sound. That beautiful sound. The raw power you get just for choosing this over the stock. The ability to crush entire servers within your palm. Everyone will fear you, and they should. For you have transcended just playing Team Fortress 2. You're angry, you're a sniper main, and everywhere you go, you bring pain. For those of you who watch the channel, you know that the AWP is my favorite gun. It is super versatile and can be used in all situations. No downsides, no abilities, just 50 to 150 body shot damage, and 150 to 450 headshot damage. While I think the Bazaar Bargain is technically better, they do the same thing, so I place it here. I wanted to thank you guys personally for watching my video here. I normally don't make things like this, so this is a little out my comfort zone, but I hope it turned out well. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, YouTuber moment. Join my Discord. There's a lot of fun there. I'm hosting events, playing some games, doing whatever it is we do. Welcome to the channel, by the way. I can't do outros still. That's going to be something that you better get used to if you're subscribing here. But once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy sniping!
By the way.
Holy shit, bro. This is kind of fun.